Jeremy Guzman played the piano this week. But do you know? Do you know that Jeremy Guzman was the very first adopted child from New Beginnings?
I don't know much about my birth mother, but I like to think of her as a strong person. She was strong enough to do the right thing. She could have chosen to discard me or try to keep me, but she knew she wouldn't be able to give me the home and the family that I needed. Some people view birth mothers as weak or selfish, but really they take themselves out of the equation completely and selflessly do what's best for the unborn baby. I'm only 27 now, but when I look at my life up to this point, I'm amazed to see God's hand in my life. My parents weren't able to have kids. They tried for 7 years, but God put the right people in the right place at the right time, and they made a decision too. They chose to take somebody that didn't yet have a home and a family, and they chose me. And incredibly, after that, they had my brother and my sister naturally. I grew up in a home that was just full of life, full of laughter, and most of all, was full of love. And if my parents would have never told me I was adopted, I never would have been the wiser. They had the same love, compassion, and discipline for all of us kids. Music has always been a huge part of my life. I don't remember getting in trouble when I pounded the piano keys with my toy hammer. They were just happy that I was happy. And later growing up, I would play the same thing over and over on the piano, and I'm sure it was annoying, but they always encouraged me to keep going, keep practicing. I wanted to be 100 things when I grew up, and my parents never said no to any of them. But I ended up choosing music and going to a college for music. And because of New Beginnings and God's hand on my life, I've been able to do many things. If my birth mother hadn't chosen adoption, I would have never been able to lead 18,000 students in worship at a national youth event. I would have never been able to play on and produce records. If she hadn't chosen adoption, I wouldn't be a music minister at a church today. And if she hadn't chosen adoption, I wouldn't have met my wife, and we wouldn't have our beautiful boy. 27 years ago, I was the very first baby born into this world because of a ministry called New Beginnings. And yes, I'm thankful that my birth mother chose life, but I'm equally thankful that there was a place for my mom to go, find love, find direction, and find hope for both of our futures. This isn't only my story, but it's the story of over 600 that have been born through New Beginnings, and the untold stories of countless babies yet to be born. So thank you for investing in my beginning. Thank you for seeing what others couldn't see in me, even before I was born. Thank you, New Beginnings, for giving me my story.